Thank you for tuning back in with us. Over the break, me and Yana B, we did discuss, we actually have something in common that is very, very, very sensitive to the both of us, which is grief. Grief is hard, as you can see. Even though it hit both of us rock bottom, it's still hard to talk about.
Yes.
Because I don't know, I can't explain it.
No words.
I can't explain it.
It's no words.
It's no words. It's feelings.
Yeah.
It's all feelings.
It is. It's all feelings. You just have to cry, really, to express how you feel. Some days it can be a good cry. Like, dang, she said something funny one day, and then some days it's like, damn, you gone for real. Like,
yeah.
Damn, I could need you right now. Like, but you're not even here. I can't even pick up the phone.
Yeah. It's hard.
It is.
It's really something hard to talk about. It's also something hard to talk about when you're staying strong and you're just trying to keep your composure. But one thing about it too, for sure, can't nobody tell you about grief if they ass ain't been through it. If you've never been through grief, you never lost somebody that you woke up to every day, a sibling, just a cousin that was like a brother or a sister to you. If you never lost nothing that close to you, please don't ever try to tell somebody that has been through it how to feel.
Yes.
At all.
I agree. I have to use death as motivation. Yeah. And that's exactly how it sounds. My mom got diagnosed with cancer in 2019. She had multiple myeloma cancer, which is a blood cancer. It affects the white blood cells, so she can't fight off any infections. My mom, I'm the complete opposite of her. She's jolly all the time. She's a people person. She'll give you a shot off her back. I'm not so much of that person. If I do it, I have to really, really, really like you. My mom would do it for a stranger. You gotta just have good intentions with me, honestly. But my mom, she shows so much perseverance and strength through her journey. I took it as a life lesson that no matter like what you going through, somebody always really got it worse than you. It's a lot that comes with cancer, and death is hard, but cancer is hard too, as well, to be living and going through all those things. My mom, she worked up almost until she died almost. My mom 47 when she got diagnosed. I want to say 47. Yes, 47. We knew something was wrong because she wasn't herself. Like, she's jolly, she cooks, she just a people person. When you know how somebody, you got that person in your life that everybody loves, right? And you like, why everybody love you? But you good people, I love you too, though. Right. So you just want those people that bright the room up, and she just wasn't herself. And one day she fell, and that wasn't like her, and she couldn't get back up. So she called my grandma, and my grandma, on her way, that's her favorite child, as my grandma kids would say, my aunts and uncles. They got the same birthday, and also, not to interrupt, my son also has the same birthday as my mom. Yes. So, and my grandma has the same birthday too. So
your youngest son or your oldest son?
Dendrix, my youngest son. Okay. Yes, the one I just had. And we took her to the ER, and they knew something was wrong. Blood work, came back and things. So to fast forward, they like, hey, this is what it was. This is what it is, and this is the process we got to go through. So she broke the news October the 2nd, 2019. I will never forget that night. I cried so hard, y'all, because the only thing I knew was cancer kills. Yeah. Ain't nothing good about cancer. I don't care if it go into remission. You still have to stay updated on the latest medicines, the latest doctor's appointments. You have to do your research on things like this when your body is going through things like that. But my grandma, when I tell you that woman is immaculate, she stood by my mom the whole process. I never worried. I never worried until the very end when I knew that it was about time.
Yeah.
My mom never complained though. She never not once said, "Oh, I ain't taking my medicine today. I'm not going to the doctor today. The doctor can't prick my arm today." At one point in time, I know she was taking about 15 pills a day and just sick. It just one day she can be sick, the next day she up. Like, you know, you never know with cancer because it just attacks at any given moment. I did research through the night on her cancer, but she had a very harsh cancer and it kind of was no cure for it. So I pray that they come up with the cure for that. But once something get in your bloodstream, it's kind of hard to fight. And that's what I'm learning about the medical field. That's what I did learn. Well, leading up to her passing, I knew something was up. I was getting off work one day and I heard a little voice like, "Hey, go by your mama's house." And I just went down there to her house. Like, I stopped exactly what I was doing in my tracks. And I was like, I'm going to go down there to my mama's house. And I went down there, and I knew the night before her temperature would go up and then go down. And I never seen nobody's temperature fluctuate like that. So when I go in the house or whatever, I hear my grandma saying, "Tweety Bird," because they called her Bird. Yeah. I heard her say, "Tweety Bird, Tweety Bird, get up, get up." And I'm just looking at her like, "Granny, no, we got to call the ambulance." And me and my auntie, we broke down because we kind of knew that was going to be her last ride. At that moment, I felt it, but my mama continued to fight. So fast forward, she go to Flowers, and that Wednesday, that Sunday and that Monday, she was really good. And then whatever happened Monday, they said the hospital had got too crowded with COVID, so they couldn't let any more visitors come in. So she didn't have a visitor one day. And the one day she didn't have a visitor, and we went back the next day, she wasn't talking, y'all. She wasn't doing nothing that she was doing. We just seen her 24 hours ago, and I don't know if she got upset or if she just shut down, but the next day, that Wednesday or whatever, we went in there and she wasn't talking and her health was just slowly going down. And by that time, the doctor kind of already knew too. I sang with my mom. I'll never forget. I sang with her. I rubbed her hair. And I walked around her room and I just let her know, I thank you so much for everything that you've done, for everything, you know, just guiding me. I'm the only child, so, you know, it was tough. It's tough. Yeah. And I remember saying something and she was like, I said, you ain't never told me. I said, you ain't never told me nothing wrong. And she says, and I never will. And I think that was the last thing I ever heard her physically say. And I knew then she was listening. I kept hearing the doctor say the last thing that leaves is the hearing. So that Wednesday night, we kind of knew that she was stable enough to stay through the night, but the doctors had already explained nothing was working. So they would have to take her off the medicine. And that next morning, February 2nd, I never forget, I was dreading going to Dothan because I said, Lord, I just know this ain't real. It felt like a dream. Like, it just felt like empty. That's the word. It just felt empty. Like, I was in a bubble with nobody. Like,
it's like a numbness. No. You cannot shake off.
And it was like something I could not explain. I could not explain it. I had no words. So I get there and I'm talking about, I boo, cry. I don't even want to put the PPE on because COVID was still kind of out then. And I put it on. I never forget walking in there and just smelling it. Like, hospitals have a distinct smell.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And when I walked in the ICU room, y'all, I broke down.
Yeah.
I broke down bad. And I just let her know, I know you're tired. Yeah. You know, I know that you ready. You are a God-fearing lady. You know, you deserve to win this race right here. You have won. You fought, baby. You fought and you won. Take your rest. Right. And I looked at my grandma and I said, I know her heart hurts worse than mine because that's her child. Right. that my mom was given to me. You know, that was, she had me and I met her.
Right.
My auntie, my grandma actually had her and raised her. That's her physical child. Anybody gonna be hurt behind their child.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I used that as strength. I let my mom know I would finish school. I would take care of Desire because that was my only child at the time. But I just let her know that I wouldn't let anything distract me from getting further in life. And I stood firm on it.
Right.
And I still standing firm on that.
Right.
That's why I don't do live and I don't argue on Facebook and I don't like to argue and get into it with people. I like to have fun.
Me too.
I like to, I like bougie, ratchet, classy. It don't matter. I mix it up. I keep it versatile. My mom, I want to be just like her. If it's somebody I want to be like, I want to be just like her. I have learned to be more open to people, friendly. You never know what somebody else is going through.
Never.
Somebody could have had a bad day, worst day, and they at work, had to make a living. So
a simple hey can make somebody.
A simple yes. You look beautiful. I went through Panera the other day, and the girl was like, "You look so beautiful," and she don't even know, like, girl, I feel like shit today.
Right.
I really do, and you just,
Right.
So I really encourage people, if you go through things like that, don't look for the bad. Look for the good in it. It's some good in all things. Look for the good. Don't get lost in the hype and get caught up in things that can destroy your life. Move forward. Be somebody. If you're a black person in this world, stand up for yourself. Be somebody. Black men. The odds are always against y'all. I encourage y'all to, just when life get hard, keep pushing. It's gonna get hard. Ain't nothing easy. So I will say, somebody got it worse than me. I will admit that, but being the only child and losing my mom has really grounded me to the person I am right now, honestly. And it hasn't been easy. It has not been easy at all. I still have my days. I still have my days where I want to shut down, but I know.
That's another thing. A lot of people quick to say, it'll get better.
No.
It'll get better.
No.
It don't.
It don't. It don't get better. You just learn to cope with it.
Exactly.
You learn that it's a feeling that you're going to forever have.
Right. You just have to put that to the side.
Yep. And keep pushing.
Going. Exactly.
That's and I see you got your picture right here.
Of course.
Yes.
Because that one's going to always have my back. He's going to always have my back.
Yes.
So,
yes. I enjoy that, though. I miss my mama, Lord knows I do. If I had one wish, I'd definitely bring my mama back. I promise you to God, I swear to God, I would.
She'd be very, 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 very proud of you.
She would be. And that's why I know in my situation I'm going through with school, God, he sit high, but he look low. And he knows that I ain't did nothing to not deserve this.
I get what you're saying.
Facts. You definitely, if you working hard and you putting that time in, you deserve your gift at the end. Whatever the reward is, you deserve that because you put that time in.
Right.
And that's real. And that's just life in general. You got to just have standards. You got to have, you got to have it grounded. If not, you're going to get lost. And life only going to get harder.
A strong mindset.
Yes.
A vision.
Yes.
You have to have a plan to move forward.
Yeah, you really do.
That's one thing I told my mom. If I move back to Bama, I got to do something. I'm not finna just work and come home.
Yeah.
No. So that's how I was like, something got to give, man.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, hey, let me just start something I said I wanted to do about before I actually left. So that was like 3, maybe 4 years ago. And I'm just doing it.
That's what you gotta do. You gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, because
I started in my kitchen.
Yeah, that grief shit though, that should have you down.
It'll have you down.
It'll have you down. It'll make you want to think, should I do it? Should I not?
Who gonna support me? Who not?
Exactly.
But you gotta start somewhere. Go ahead and start, because you never know. You might get somebody else's idea.
Exactly.
You never know. You gotta start somewhere. And I can honestly say with JB, with his table, you know, that's neat. I like that. That's cool. We don't have that stuff like that around here in the city. We need that. We need these podcasts going on.
Yes, we do.
We definitely need that. And if you want to do it, you can do it. It's fine.
It's
if we got three, 4 hairstylists, it's okay. That's fine. We need that broadness around here. It's not everybody can get this money, baby. We all need this money.
Network.
It's enough to go
Y'all
around.
can tag team. Y'all can do something together.
Literally, I always tell Shania that she's one of my favorite young braiders. Shania has a lot of potential. She really does. I tell her that all the time. She really has a lot of potential. I really want her to keep going.
Yeah.
You know, figure out what you can do
especially
to get better.
The age that she
yes, with the age she started. Because if I was her age starting,
right.
I can imagine me right now.
Exactly.
Yes, for sure. Keep going. You young girl, keep going. You just had your baby, my little cousin, Amari. Yes, just keep going, baby. For sure. She definitely one of my favorites in the city to be young and on her shit. Right. Most definitely. Right. But I fuck with majority of the stylists here. I love all the stylists. I love the networking, the genre that we're in, the group that we in, you know.
I feel that. And I just love the fact that we're bringing positivity to enterprise.
Yeah, we definitely need more positive role models around here because
it's so much negativity that it just makes you want to stay indoors. It makes you just not really want to fuck with nobody.
Yes.
And when you think like that, of course, you know you're not gonna prosper in your plans, because then, like you said, that's when you go back to thinking who's gonna be your support.
Correct.
So I can't count, honey. When I had posted no other interviews, my mama told us like she done sent it to the pastor.
I promise
she
you.
Done
okay,
sent it to her friends, their friends,
you.
everybody friends.
Yes, that's how you need that support.
Yes.
If you got that support, you keep that support. That's why I shouted out all my people on here. If I forgot you, I'm sorry. Major shout out to all my family. You know, I'm gonna drop them kids off and keep going. Thank you for babysitting. Listen, thank you for babysitting.
Okay.
My little cousin, she's 15, Nikaylee. Without her, she stays at the house all the time and watch my baby for me. I pay her and it works out just fine because you can't trust nobody to keep your kids.
Exactly.
Especially in today's time, because baby, I'm going to jail.
Okay. Okay.
But I don't like violence. I don't like negativity. Right. You know, it's okay to get mad. It's human. We have emotions and feelings, but I promote positivity now.
Exactly.
I don't like negative. Negative dampers you. It's like it's something dragging on you.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So keep it positive. You know, keep moving forward, even when it's hard, even when you're hurting. If you can do it, do it. Because it's people out here who got it way worse.
It's a mindset thing.
It's a mindset. It's a mindset thing. It is.
Like Rod said, you have to fight the feeling. You
feel
me? You have to fight that feeling. You can have somebody, you know, just negative for no reason. Damn reason. Like, why are you even around me right now?
Like,
you know,
everybody in a good mood
that.
and you the only one mad.
Exactly.
Because what somebody looked at you like, girl.
It be the little
things.
The little things.
Yes, it does. So. But life is different now compared to how we were raised and how our kids are going to be raised. It's a lot different. So, you know, we stuck in this era, this generation where we have to do what's best for us. And it ain't about following the moral conduct code of how my mama, how my granny did it no more. I got to do what's best for me.
Exactly.
And if that means I got to work in the morning and you have to keep these kids overnight, and that's what we're going to do.
Exactly.
Because you have to keep that balance in your life for sure. If not, that's when you're going to go to thinking bad.
Exactly.
And I feel like when people don't use their time to be productive is when they get lost into doing things that don't matter.
Right.
Keep your time productive.
Exactly.
Make every minute count, especially if you got kids. You know, move forward. You have to keep moving forward because you got kids looking up to you, man. These kids.
That's why I always said, people that be down and stay down, shake that shit off.
Shake
it off. It's really just a numb feeling that you have to fight in order to just get your ass up and do what you gotta do. Just being real though. You have to do that.
You do.
You have to do that.
And like you say, if you ain't never been through it or can relate to it, you're not gonna understand where I'm coming from.
Exactly.
Honestly, because you just ain't gonna know it till you go.
Because you know, even though how jolly we are like right now, it might sound weird, but grief helped us get right here though. As bad as we might say we can't explain it, but that's another reason why we can't explain it. Look where it got us here. when we was down for it, and you go in our feelings, you get to thinking about what you're supposed to be doing. I could be getting up doing this and doing that.
Yep. Some days, I ain't gonna lie though. Some days, if I just gonna shut down, I'm gonna sleep all day.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have those type of days when I'm just not busy. Like I just shut down, and I try not to make it depression. So I like one day and snap out of it. That's my rest up day. But I know a lot of times that it's grief. Yeah. That I don't want to kind of be bothered today. I'm in my dark mood today. So I don't want to take it out on the world. Take it out on nobody haven't did nothing to me. But
so you just stay to yourself.
I just stay to myself for sure. 100%. But it hurts. It hurts. It definitely hurts, and it's not a pain that goes away. You just learn to really cope with it and how you can push through it. And I catch myself talking to my mom all the time, like, Mom, these folks really trying me. Like, she know I'm gonna call her like, Mom. And if I'm saying Mom, it's something because Mom, like, Mom, help me. And I really take her death and use it as motivation. And I'm glad I did that and moved it in a positive way, because I could have did opposite and lost my kids. Yeah. You know, stopped doing hair and just kind of, you know, doing the norm, going from man to man, you know, sleeping, you know, here and there, just kind of losing it. So I thank God, first and foremost, for keeping me grounded, keeping my head levels, you know, level above ground. Thank God for my grandma. She lost 2 of her kids. I lost my uncle in 2011. And then I turned around and lost my mom. So she's lost 2 of her kids out of 7. She's a strong lady. Yeah. And I can only imagine losing a child.
Very strong.
You have to push through. That's the motto though. With life, life be lifing. Ain't that what y'all say? Life be lifing. And I just be smoking my weed. Life be lifing, and man, listen, it's
nothing wrong with it.
Me and my friend talk about it all the time, how you have to keep pushing. When you get up in the morning, make it count. When you in the afternoon, make it count. At night, make it count.
You have to.
Because these days flying, and we ain't getting no younger.
And also to keep your own just self-esteem up, though.
Yeah.
You have to. You gotta. You actually have to love yourself.
Yep. Love yourself. And don't tolerate nothing that takes that away from you.
It's okay to be by yourself. Yes. To learn yourself, to love yourself, even if you gotta do it all over again. Because honestly, that's what I did. Yeah. I literally, when my brother died, I died. So it's like I rightfully had to learn all over again. But once I learned all over again and I didn't heal from it, can't somebody tell me shit.
Nope. That's part about us strong women.
Nobody can tell me
strong, shit. Baby. You gotta have some tough skin for this life.
Especially when you go through it by yourself.
Cause like I once stated, I'm the only child, so nobody is gonna feel it from a child standpoint. Exactly. Like that's my grandma, that's her child, that's not her mother. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was definitely one of them ones where I really couldn't believe that it had happened. When it happened, I really couldn't believe it. But I miss her, and I'm definitely doing everything for her for sure. She definitely will, because she know her daughter is just like how my son is right now. Hard, baby. I used to be a little tough something back in my time, but now I'm just grown, and I'm just like, you know, life is life. I don't want no beef. I want to be able to go to the club and enjoy myself. I don't got time to watching my back. You know, just leave me alone. You know, do you? I'm doing me. I don't care what you got going on. Don't care what I got going on.
One thing that I have learned with the mindset that I have now, if you want to have fun, take your ass out of town.
Yep. You better. Nobody know you. Nobody knows care what you got on.
Nobody be staring at you for no reason.
You can't dance.
We grew up together. Why are you staring at me? We grew up together, you know?
Yes.
You actually just want to go to somewhere, go to a place where you can just
have chill. And that's what it's about. I go out of town all the time. I just had a blast in Atlanta. It's only 2-3 hours away. And I don't care what they say about Atlanta. I love Atlanta.
I love Atlanta too.
I love it. I just had the time of my life down there for the 500th time. I don't care. I have fun. And that's what life is all about, because one day it's all going to be taken from us. And that's just the reality of it. We here temporarily. It is. So, you know, put your time in, but also enjoy yourself along the way. Don't put all your time and your money into bills. Pay the past due. keep going.
Okay. Half and half.
Okay. What's the extension?
Okay.
Give it
$30. That's it. That's all. And hey,
for real, and I'm going on my flight, so I worry about that when I get back.
That's it.
But for real, life is about enjoying yourself. You know, keep balance. You enjoy yourself, but you keep that balance for sure, because we need that for life. You know, our time shouldn't be all dedicated to our kids and to household. We have time for self. Let me get my hair did. Jobs don't care about you, so take that day, okay? Take the day, take the 2 days, take the write up, whatever you got to do.
Because I do.
And I am. Hey, boo. Hey, boo.
I am.
But yes, definitely take that time out to enjoy life. Put the time in, but take the time out to enjoy life. So that's the balance that you gotta have. Discipline.
Take care of yourself.
Yes, take care of yourself. First and foremost, if you can't take care of you, how the fuck you gonna take care of somebody else?
Exactly.
So, that's real.
Exactly. That's very real.
That's real. And I'm learning. I'm only 25 years old. And I had my first child at 18. And I would never work nowhere, y'all. That's so crazy. I was spoiled. I didn't have to work. I used to tell people, I ain't got to work. Hey, you got to work. And I'm just like,
you sound like a younger me. They say hate me.
I'm sorry I don't have to work. I'm so sorry. But when I had my child, my whole mindset evolved into my womanhood. And I'm so proud of the woman that I ended up being today.
Yeah.
It took some time, of course, because I was young. But I know I'm just going to continue to grow. There's no room for error or backups. Like, why would I go back to that when I know that's draining? So I just want to continue to grow. And I want your business, your podcast to continue to grow.
Thank you.
Whenever you need me to come back on, I'll come back on.
Anytime you have a deal,
you
just come on here and shoot it out.
I got you. You know I'm only a phone call
away. You're always welcome. You're always welcome.
Yes, well, I appreciate you for having me today.
I appreciate you for coming today. The vibe was set.
Lit.
I thank you.
Yes, thank you.
You're more than welcome. Always.